Alright, I'm back again. Michael Jackson Part 2. Back to Michael. Alright, so like I was saying, before Michael Jackson died, he owned 50% of Sony Music Records. Now, I don't know how deep everybody is into record labels and their hold on the music industry, or the hold that they have on our vibrations, the things that keep us going. You know, if you look at slavery, the way that we were able to escape, music. The way that we were able to communicate between villages, music. The way that we were able to deal with everything that was going on, music. We always had to sing. We always had to raise our voice, use our throat chakra to create a way out of any situation. And that's why it's so many different entities and big corporations getting in on the music industry. The music industry is more powerful than any other industry on the planet. I don't care what you say. If you're watching a commercial, you got a jingle. That's music. If you're watching a cartoon, you got special effects. You got theme music. If you're watching a TV show, they got intro videos, music. Everything revolves around music. And if you can control the sound or the message within the music, you can control the people who listen to the music, especially the people who uses music as the biggest effect in their lives. But anyway, Michael Jackson owned 50% of Sony Records. 50% of Sony Records meant that he had $750 million worth of assets just in music. That's not mentioning his paintings. That's not mentioning, the vases and all the other crazy stuff that he bought. We're just talking about his music catalog that he owned. 50% of Sony Records was $750 million. You know what I'm saying? And that was back in 2009. Imagine almost 10 years later what $750 million in the hands of Michael Jackson would do now. He would probably be well past $1 billion, close to his second $1 billion. So they saw that This Is It tour was not only going to put him in a great position for liquid cash, but it was going to put him back on top of the world. People was going to fall in love with Michael Jackson all over again, and they could not have that. They could not have us back on this tone, on this frequency of love, on this frequency of helping our brother. They wanted us to look down on Michael. They wanted us to say, "Oh, I don't want nothing to do with him. He's a pedophile." When in actuality, he wasn't a pedophile. He was a protector of children. He just wanted to give children a place where they can be safe. Where they don't have to worry about the real predators of the world. They don't have to worry about, people influencing them to be a certain type of way or think a certain type of way. You can be free as a child. And, they just couldn't have that. They couldn't have, this man who's divine, spiritually protecting children. Because if you look at it, the world does not care about you by the time you hit 40. By the time you hit 40, you're done. They trying to kill you now. They care about the youth. They care about when you come out of that womb all the way to you 18. 18 years of programming is what they care about. And if you got somebody like Michael Jackson influencing not only the parents of these kids, these minors, but you got him actually influencing the youth, he's gonna have full control. And if you pay attention, the whole world is about control, controlling everything. So it was just basically about destroying his character in order to be able to kill him. Because if they would have killed him in his peak as, a musician, as a writer, as a figure that we look to as our brother, somebody that we can listen to escape from all problems that we're dealing with in front of us, and be able to meditate upon his music, they could no longer have that, and they needed to kill him. If they would have killed him during his prime, his spirit would have released something bigger than what it released when he died. When he died, it wasn't the same effect as if he would have died, prior to the allegations, the pedophile allegations. And even his death, a lot of people say that doctor did it. I don't think that doctor did it. me personally, I think that he was killed from a satellite, pinpointing, exactly where he was, and that's how they killed him. Call me conspiracy theorists or whatever, but according to my experience, a lot of these conspiracies are true. But anyway, yeah, they had to kill him, and they had to make it look like, he was just the worst person than he actually was. They had a doctor come in, and they talking about he OD'd, and they got to stick him with hella needles. So now in the news, you think Michael Jackson is just a drug addict with hella holes in his arm. So it was all preordained and pre-set up to, destroy him, destroy his legacy, destroy what he meant not only to the children of the world in that era, but the children of the world growing up who would have wanted to dress like the king of pop for, whatever holiday, or kids who wanted to look up to him for his music, for his creativity, for his ability to stay a child. We get so caught up in trying to grow up so fast, we never can actually appreciate being a child for the little bit of time that we have. So yeah, so this is just my video about Michael Jackson and what I thought he meant to the world, and what I thought happened to him and his character and his legacy, and the whole. Let me know what you think. You can comment or whatever. Peace and love, y'all.